While the majority of Dub Nation believe the Dubs will get through Houston in round 1, here's why the Golden State Warriors are still underdogs. Getting the obvious part out of the way, and despite the experience gap between these two teams, we can't forget Houston earned the 2nd seed, making them the favorite in this series. 91% of people are betting against the Warriors in this series as well. Boding well for Warrior fans, the Dubs are at the top of the efficiency landscape since the trade deadline, ranking number 3 in net rating, number 9 in offensive rating, and number 1 in defensive rating. This just shows you how well the Warriors were playing in every aspect to close this season, as Jimmy Butler turned this team into a championship contender. That said, Alperen Şengün gave the Warriors problems in the last matchup between the Warriors and Rockets, as the Turkish big man dropped 19 points and 14 rebounds to fuel a 106-96 Houston W. In large part fueled by Şengün, who averaged 3.40 boards per game in the regular season, the Rockets led the league in offensive rebounding, so establishing position, boxing out hard, knowing long shot equals long rebound, and generally being pesky is going to be essential for Golden State. On another note, as mentioned by Anthony Slater, the Rockets will try to get Draymond Green switched off of Alperen Şengün and let him hunt mismatches. The Warriors will try to drag Şengün into action and exploit him. In terms of the unavoidable topic that's unfortunately split apart Dub Nation being the polarizing Jonathan Kuminga rotation situation via Tim Kawakami, the likely situation is Kuminga's not going to be on the Warriors next season. Things can change, but all things being equal, it was probably going to be a tricky situation for him to come back on the Warriors anyway. I don't know that he's going to be galloping to sign a new deal with the Warriors given all this. More importantly, via Steve Kerr, he said regarding Kuminga's minutes, "I have to read what we need. I have to read who's playing well together, and to be very frank, the Jimmy/JK combination has not been great, and that's been the tricky part here. And I'm playing Jimmy 40 minutes a night because Jimmy is one of the very best players in the league, and there's a reason we're here and we're in the 7th seed, and the reason is Jimmy, and so my job as a coach is to keep the team on a path that I think gives us the best chance to win, and for now, that's why I've been leaning into lineups that I have." Brandon Pajemski highlighted some key points of emphasis in regards to the Rockets ranking 1st in the association in O boards by saying, "Turnovers and defensive rebounding. They're a team that wins by missing shots. What it comes down to is, if we keep them out of transition, make them play in the half court." Quentin Post chimed in on the matchup by saying, "What I do know is, they aren't going to hold Steph to 3 points again. I know that for a fact." The Warriors have dealt with about everything you can imagine this season in terms of the ups and downs that have come their way. All in the span of 6 months, Golden State's experienced a 12-3 start, a Buddy hot streak, a Curry dagger in Clay's return, Melton going down with an ACL injury, a trade for Dennis Schroeder, a losing streak with Curry struggling in December, JK playing well then going out for months, more losses, a trade for Jimmy Butler, Steph winning All-Star Game MVP, an insane winning run, Steph dropping 56 in Orlando, a loss to the Nuggets without their main stars, finally beating the Lakers and Nuggets and doing it on consecutive nights, the Harrison Barnes game winner, an OTL to the Clippers for the 6th seed, and a play-in tournament W to beat Memphis. Jimmy Butler posted on Instagram recently with the caption, "Once upon a time there was a 7 seed. And while a number 7 seed has never won the NBA Finals, we know Jimmy took an 8th seed to the Finals in 2023. It'll be interesting to see how far he and Steph can take the Dubs in 2025. Last but not least, I wanted to state an X factor in this series is going to be Jabari Smith Jr. for Houston. I hadn't mentioned him in my previous preview of this series, so don't let him go off. He's a versatile sniper who can rebound, so whoever's matchup that is for Golden State, they have to be locked in like everyone else has to be, of course. This was your boy DFlow, and I'll see you next video.
We are the underdog. You know, we're 2 seed, they're 2 seed, we're 7 seed.
We like to be the underdog, baby.
We haven't been able to play underdog in a long time.
Now it's like, okay, 2-7, let's go.
Absolutely. You know, and obviously we don't view ourselves as an ordinary 7 seed, but it is what it is. We're the 7 seed, they're the 2. We got to start off on the road, you know, and
battle tested.
That's always fun when you get the opportunity to start on the road.